Okay, now, so coming out of the B minor section, we're going to go through the B major section 4 times. Or you can say the B major chord progression that we worked on in the rhythm video. So this particular video is going to cover the first 2 of those. So this would be the 3rd and 4th B major sections in the song. Since we started the song with 2 B major sections, these are going to be the next 2, and the next video will finish up the song. So we're coming right out of that solo part when we did the little, and we get back to this part. So we have the melody now that we did earlier, but up an octave, and it's going to be this. All right, so that's that's the first B major section we're going to work on in this video. We start at the 11th fret, and 11, 12, pick 12 again, and slide to 14. Then shift up to the 14th fret with your first finger and hammer on to 16. Go. So you pick in 14 and hammer on 16. Then come back down. Just 14, 12, 11. Kind of staccato. Then second finger at the 12th fret and slide down to 9. Oh, sorry. All right. Then come down to the 2nd string. We're going to do a kind of a slide from above the note. So maybe start the slide from just a couple frets up at the 14th fret or something, and use it as a grace note into the 12th fret on the 2nd string, then 14, then slide to 16. So it's half step, bend and release, and then pick 14. So we got, and then come down to the 3rd string and do a grace note slide down to the 11th fret. Grace note basically means you don't hear the note you started from. It's just a very quick little slide. So we have, then we go, so that's muted at the 11th fret, 3rd string twice, and then 12 on the 2nd string. With some vibrato, and then back to the 11 again twice, and then pick 12 again and slide up to 14, then slide 14 up to 16, then back to 14. Pretty simple stuff. And we're going to end this first B major section with, now I'm picking 11, then I shift up to 12. This is just how I finger it, and you might have some way you like doing it better. Then 12, then 14 with your 3rd, and then come up to 16, pick 16 and pull off to 14. Come over to the 2nd string and hit 17, and then pick 16, slide it down to 14, and then slide it down to 12. You might want to help it, kind of do a little pick on it when you slow it down if the note's dying out. So we had that last phrase. All right. So that takes us now to the tapping section of the song. So this is the 4th time we've gone over this B major. We've soloed over this B major chord progression, and this is when he's doing the tapping. So it's a pretty simple concept. First thing you want to get down, it sounds a lot more difficult than it actually is. You want to get the tapping pattern down first, and then it's just memorizing where you put your finger on the hammer on, because everything stays the same. Let's just start it here. You're always going to be tapping at the 12th fret and pulling off to the open string. So just do that, and then just randomly just practicing in the beginning, let's just hammer on the 7th fret. So it's 3 notes. Tap, pull, hammer. Tap, pull, hammer. So after you get that pattern down, it's not a hard part to play anymore because it's pretty much, it's exactly that pattern the entire time. All we're doing is we're changing where the melody note is actually wherever you're hammering in the left hand. So let me show you we're going to be doing 3 sequences off of this. So the first one is going to be this. So you notice that nothing changed. Only thing that's changing is where I'm landing up my second finger at. I'm using my second finger to hammer. It's in the middle of the finger. It's a good finger to kind of hammer down on. Let me show you the pattern now. The first pattern, tapping pattern that we're going to do is hammering on at 11, hammering on at 9, hammering on at 7, and hammering back on at 9. So we have pretty simple. So just remember those numbers: 11, 9, 7, 9. Then shift back to the 5th fret and go 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, and then come back to the 7, and we're going to hammer on 3 times there. So from that 5, we just 5, 7, 9, back down, 7, 5, and go to the 7 3 times. So putting that together, 11, 9, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 7, 7, 7. All right, then we do the next pattern. So you just memorize that pattern. This next pattern is a little bit longer, but it's more scalier, so it's kind of easier to do. We're just going up and down the B major scale, by the way, hammering on here. So we're going to start at 11 again, but this time we're going to tap it twice. All right, and then you come down to 9. All right, then we got that. 9, 7, 5. So 11 twice, 9, 7, 5. Go back all the way up to the 9. You see that? So we just went 11 twice, 9, 7, 5, 7, 9. We just do back up where we came from. So we go. And then back down to the 5, so we just have 5, 7, so it's 9, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5. I mean, it's just going up and down those 3 notes after you do this 11 twice. It's just ways of organizing this in your head. And after you come down to that 5, you do 4, and then 2, you come down to 2 and play that 4 times. So the whole second phrase is so let's put the first 2 together. I'm sorry. Oh. A little bit quicker. I think I missed something there. We actually have this on this third one. It's easier to hear when it's fast. You can hear the melody. It is the same thing we just did. After you get down that first initial 2, and then 9, and then 7, come back to that 9. Then come and do that 5 all the way up and back down to 5, 7, 9. So I'll just show it to you real quick. 11 twice, 9, 7, 9, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 4, 2, 4 times. All right. And this last phrase is kind of similar, actually very similar. The only thing that's different, it's the same pattern. 11 twice, 9, 7, back to 9, back to 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 4. That's exactly the same. Before we ended it with 4 at the 2, but we don't do that this time. After that 4, instead of going down to 2, we'll come back up to the 5 and do that 4 times. So that last phrase is all right. Then we end this section like this. Kind of building up there. So we have started the 7 and the 6 on the 3rd string, 7 on the 2nd string. Pick that and slide it up 2 frets. I use my 1st and 3rd finger to play it. It's more comfortable for me. 7 on the 2nd, 6 on the 3rd. And then do that again and slide again. So it goes. And after you slide the second time, when you slide it from up 2 frets from the 6th fret to the 8th fret, slide it again to the 11th fret, saying that your 1st finger's here at the 11th. So we have this. So the first, it goes like this. And then pick this again and slide that up 2 frets. And then do it again. So we have. All right. Then we're going to play 9 on the 2nd string and 12 on the 1st string, and you're going to slide into that. Doesn't have to be from very far down. Kind of an interesting sound. And then 9 and 12, and then move that up 2 frets. And then just take your 1st finger and move it up to 12 while leaving your pinky at the 14 and pick those 2 notes again. Okay, so that takes us through the 3rd and 4th B major sections, and the next video will cover the 5th and 6th ones, which will also bring us to the end of the song. All right, see you there.